Hey everyone, and welcome back to another car review from The Boys Racing. I'm TBZ Frostbite, here to test out and review the 1991 Honda CRX SiR. Taking the suggestion from our good friend Hoki Hoshi during his live Twitch stream seen here.
Have a good holiday. And what car should you review next, Kyle? The CRX. Do the CRX, not the Mugen.
In this stream, Hoki raced with viewers and challenged us to a Craigslist build day, where we find a car from a private seller on Craigslist, Marketplace, or a website similar, buy it in-game, and build it using a set budget. Hoki picked this CRX and, well...
Go, go, go. This is our one spot where we get them. Come on! No! No! We tried to go for the pass.
The CRX came as a result of Honda wanting to increase their sales. So they began making smaller versions of cars they already made, giving them unique names and badging. The Honda team had just got back into F1 racing and engine building. Eager to produce a small, compact sports car, the CRX, or Civic Revolution Experiment, was born. It featured many new sporty bolt-ons and was only 18 to 1,900 pounds from the factory. In 1991, Honda produced the first B16 motor and dropped it into this car along with new double wishbone control arms, a revolutionary rear anti-sway bar, and a lower hood design. This car just kept getting more and more of a sports-styled upgrade. Sadly, just after this, production of the CRX was terminated and replaced by the less popular Del Sol. However, lucky for us, we can still experience this car in its original form in Forza Horizon 5. So let's take this bone stock 158 horsepower, 2,100 pound sports car out for a first drive. As always, the exhaust note. Oh yeah, it's a Honda. The iconic Honda note and VTEC engagement is vastly audible. Though very slow on launch acceleration, once up to speed, the handling plants itself into the road. Even as a front-wheel drive car, its turn-in was impeccable at low and moderate speeds. The front-wheel drive understeer does begin to show itself at higher speeds, though let me be clear, higher speeds in relation to this car's top speed just under 150 miles per hour. But even that is worth noting, how a car under $15,000 can reach such a top speed like that coming from the 90s. I can't stress enough how comfortable this car feels while driving in free roam. It never seemed to need quick or full joystick correction steering. Of course, this is a C-Class car, so it can be expected that lower power will equal minimal correction to inputs. It really seems to glide into the sweeping corners and through the sandy desert S-curve roads. I can definitely see this as a fun car to build into B-Class car. So let's get this back to the garage and see what kind of visual customization we can give it as we prepare to build it. Starting with conversions, we see a 2.0 VVT, which I can only assume would come from the 2004 Honda Civic Type R, and the pretty standard 1.6 turbo rally engine. We also see the standard rear wheel and all-wheel drive conversions. And finally, we have the turbo and both supercharger types available for upgrade. And that turbo is really catching my eye. In the aero and appearance, we do have some body kit options from Kaminari and Mugen. But I do find it odd that there is no side skirt options, leaving a large gap between the bumpers and a weird look. Can't say I'm a fan of that, but maybe some rims and suspension tuning will help. And finally, I'm a little disappointed that there is no wheel spacing options, but I'm going to see what I can do here with these options, and I'll be right back with a build. Okay, I found a close spoon yellow paint job for my CRX and have built this to a whopping 243 horsepower, 172 foot-pounds of torque, 2,031 pound B-Class road tune. I utilized the Kaminari body bumpers and rear wing, turbocharged it, and fitted it with HRE 940 RL 16-inch wheels. Even without the side skirts, this car still looks like something you'd see in a Tuner Cult magazine, and I'm more satisfied with its looks than I thought I would be. Bigger rim sizes from the stock 14 inches give the CRX a little more of a modern look, while the front and rear bumpers enhance the tuner style. But as we know, a car's looks isn't what wins races. Let's put these on Dijon Pernod and Nola and see if the handling got worse, better, or stayed the same. Around Dijon Pernod, this little rocket seemed right at home, hooking into the corners and taking hairpin turns with no sweat. Body roll and weight transfer, from what little weight there is, was hardly noticeable. The power delivery was smooth, with almost no tire spin on acceleration from both the standstill and exiting turns. The torque delivered from the turbocharger definitely improved the overall competitiveness of this car. And because of that, the CRX was able to complete Dijon Pernod with a fastest lap of 1 minute, 10 seconds, .883. Obviously, given this is the first B-Class we have reviewed, this is going to be at the bottom of our list. But this time feels very proper for its class and definitely will serve as a standard basis for future B-Class builds. But now, over to the daunting NOLA Motorsports Park, where we tackle 2.8 miles of track to see what our best time can be. Here on NOLA, I found the track a little too big for this slow and low-powered of a car. While acceleration improved with the turbocharger, the power was still lackluster. But the turns proved conquerable, with very minimal lift needed from the throttle. And because of that, we were able to post a 1 minute, 34.728 second around the track. And quite frankly, that's not bad. Finally, the review. In style, the lack of side skirts has really hurt this car. There's also more body kit options that could be available to this model. These cars are huge in the tuner scene, and a large number of manufacturers have created full body kits for this car that I think would diversify this one even more. And the lack of wheel space is always a setback on a car, even when wide body isn't an option either. So this receives a rating of 5. The competitive score, on the other hand, is much more welcoming. Unlike Hoki, our upgrade selection and applied tuning techniques has made a viable front-wheel drive car that has potential to set some top 1,000 rivals times in B-Class. And with a relatively skilled driver, places podiums in online and custom adventure racing, earning this car a solid 8.5. And because this car does so well in racing, It's also a great cruise around car. They can be brought to car meets, used in a wide range of class-specific racing, and just generally be enjoyed cruising around Mexico and taking photographs in. That's earned this car a rating of a 7.5, giving this car a total of 21 out of 30. Unfortunately, this falls short of the Supra, putting it at the bottom of our list, but not to worry as we have many more cars to review. Well, that does it for this video. Have you ever owned a Honda CRX? Let me know which body bumper was your favorite. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want to get in on some racing, join our Discord. Our link is in the description. Well, until next time, safe driving.